Picture this: you're holding your newborn baby, surrounded by balloons and congratulatory cards. Everyone expects you to be beaming with joy, but inside, you're drowning in a sea of emotions you can't explain. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of new mothers experience postpartum depression, yet it remains one of the most misunderstood and stigmatized aspects of motherhood. Welcome to the Brain Talk Sessions YouTube channel. Your journey to a healthier mind starts here, where we share psychology explained for everyday life. Today, we're diving deep into the world of postpartum depression, a topic that's often swept under the rug but affects countless women worldwide. Society paints a rosy picture of motherhood, endless cuddles, instant bonding, and pure bliss. But the reality? It's a roller coaster of emotions, sleepless nights, and sometimes, overwhelming sadness. This gap between expectation and reality can leave new moms feeling guilty and inadequate, wondering why they're not experiencing the joy everyone talks about. So why does postpartum depression remain such a taboo subject? Mental health stigma plays a significant role, especially when it comes to motherhood. Many women fear that admitting to struggling means they've failed as mothers. This silence creates a vicious cycle, leaving countless women suffering in isolation without the support they desperately need. But before we delve deeper, let's clarify something important: the difference between baby blues and postpartum depression. Baby blues are those mood swings and tearful moments that hit up to 80% of new moms within the first 2 weeks after birth. They're normal and usually pass quickly. Postpartum depression, however, is a whole different beast. It's more severe, lasting weeks or even months, and can seriously interfere with daily life and bonding with your baby. The symptoms of postpartum depression go beyond just feeling sad. We're talking persistent sadness, extreme fatigue, overwhelming guilt, anxiety, feeling detached from your baby, and sometimes even having intrusive or harmful thoughts. Unlike the baby blues, these symptoms don't fade away on their own. So what causes postpartum depression? It's rarely just one thing. Instead, it's often a perfect storm of biological, psychological, and social factors. Hormonal changes after birth, severe sleep deprivation, a history of mental health issues, financial stress, and lack of support can all contribute to this complex condition. The impact of postpartum depression extends far beyond the mother's immediate well-being. It can shake a woman's entire sense of self and identity. Many mothers feel they've lost control of their lives, or that they're failing at the one job they're supposed to excel at, being a mom. This blow to self-esteem can have long-lasting effects, sometimes even leading to chronic depression if left untreated. But it's not just about the mother. Postpartum depression can significantly affect infant bonding and development. Babies are incredibly perceptive, and when a mother is struggling with depression, it can disrupt that crucial early bonding period. This can potentially impact the child's emotional regulation and even cognitive development down the line. And let's not forget about partners, families, and relationships. Postpartum depression doesn't happen in a vacuum. Partners may feel helpless or neglected, family tensions can rise, and the overall household atmosphere can become strained. It's a condition that ripples out, affecting everyone in its path. So why do so many women hide their struggles? Fear of judgment, shame, and the belief that they should be strong enough to handle it on their own. There's immense pressure to be the perfect mother, and admitting to mental health challenges feels like admitting defeat. Cultural differences play a role too. In the US and UK, awareness is growing, but stigma persists, and access to therapy can be hit or miss. Canada seems to be making strides with more open dialogue and better access to maternal health services. Australia has launched strong public campaigns, but rural areas still face significant challenges in accessing support. We can't ignore the role of media and societal expectations either. Scroll through any social media feed, and you'll see an endless parade of smiling mothers and perfectly behaved babies. This curated version of motherhood creates unrealistic expectations and can deepen feelings of isolation for women struggling with postpartum depression. But here's the good news: postpartum depression is treatable. Medical treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy and interpersonal therapy can be incredibly effective. In some cases, antidepressant medication might be recommended, always under close medical supervision, especially for breastfeeding mothers. Support systems are crucial. Partners can step up by sharing household responsibilities and providing emotional support. Extended families, communities, and online support groups can be lifelines, allowing mothers to share experiences and feel less alone in their struggles. Early recognition is key. The sooner postpartum depression is diagnosed, the better the chances of preventing it from spiraling into severe depression. That's why it's so important to train healthcare workers to screen mothers at routine checkups. Hearing from women who've been through postpartum depression can be incredibly powerful. Their stories help normalize the condition and offer hope. There's something profoundly comforting in hearing, "I went through this too, and I got better." It chips away at the stigma and isolation that so many women feel. Experts play a crucial role too. Psychologists can explain the causes and treatments, doctors can discuss medical options, and doulas and midwives can offer practical advice for care during recovery. And let's not forget about the invaluable resources out there. Organizations like Postpartum Support International in the US, NHS Maternal Mental Health Services in the UK, Canada's Postpartum Depression Association, and Australia's PANDA offer immediate help and support for those in need. So how do we move forward? It starts with breaking the silence. We need to encourage mothers to speak up, to talk to their healthcare providers and families. Speaking up is the first, and often hardest, step toward healing. We need to normalize mental health conversations, especially around motherhood. Just as we openly discuss physical complications after birth, we should be able to talk about mental health challenges without fear or shame. And it's not just on the mothers. Partners, relatives, and friends need to step up. Be proactive in offering emotional support, help with childcare, and ensure that new moms don't feel isolated. Sometimes, just knowing someone is there can make all the difference. As we wrap up, let's remember the key takeaways. Postpartum depression is common, it's treatable, and it's not a sign of weakness. With awareness, compassion, and strong support systems, recovery is possible for every mother struggling with this condition. We want to hear from you. Share your experiences or questions in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where no one has to suffer in silence. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the Brain Talk Sessions channel. We're here to provide a safe space for conversations about mental health, parenting, and overall well-being. Remember, your journey to a healthier mind starts here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.